exams. It was a nice week. You all very zealously prepared for your exam and participated wholeheartedly. It was very nice to know. Anything, this is a situation which we never expected in our lives that it will come. And no matter whatever the situation is, our studies should continue. Our generation should continue with the studies. So all of you, let us move to the second part of your chapter. All of you open your book, your SST book, and we had done up to the map. So today, all of you take out page 32, and while I am explaining and while the video is playing up, you should go through your textbook as well as the video. And still then, if you have any doubt, you can post your doubts in this WhatsApp group. So today we are going to read about maps. So children, maps are of three types. Maps are of three types: physical map, political map, thematic map. Now what is physical map, what is political map, and what is thematic? What is physical map? Physical map is a map which shows mountains, valleys, rivers, plains, deserts, forest belt, everything. Political map is clearly map which defines the political boundary of a state, of a country, or if of a continent. Now many a times you have seen that countries are in tussle of their boundary. Now recent India-China conflict is also for the boundary purpose. So it is like that. And thematic maps are maps for single purpose, for a particular purpose. The thematic map is like a special map which shows, like the paddy cultivation. Suppose India map is there and it depicts that in which state how much of what amount of paddy cultivation was done. So it is known as for a particular purpose. Thematic maps are used for a particular purpose. Let me show you. This is atlas, and here let me show you. If it is clear, this is physical map. Here you can see Himalayas. This is the mountain region. This is the sea. This is the coastline. These are the deep green patches are the forest area. These yellow patches are the plains. This is the delta region. So by physical map, you can know about the physical feature of an region, of an area or a region. Whereas in the political map, all of you can see it clearly. In the political map, the boundaries are clearly defined. This pink region is Odisha. This is Kashmir. This is Rajasthan. This is Gujarat. This is Tamil Nadu. So you can know that this is the boundary, political boundary of our country, and it is like that. And let me show you the thematic map. See the thematic map. Here, if it is clearly visible, you can see that in this map, the yellow patch, this region is specialized in cotton cultivation, whereas this greyish patch is specialized in jute cultivation. So, thematic maps depicts different things. Children, we are going to learn about various kinds of maps. Maps are of three kinds: physical map, political map, and thematic map. A map is called a physical map when it represents the land surface, that is, the mountains, deserts, forests, valleys, coasts, as well as the water bodies like the seas, oceans, gulfs, bays, rivers, etc. Next, the political map. This map shows the political division both on land and water. These include international water country borders, countries, their capitals, etc. If it's a detailed map, we can see the state capitals, the districts, other towns and villages, etc. The thematic map. Sometimes we need to know about rainfall or crop distribution or railway lines or the roadways present in the given area. These are the maps designed to give special information. Hence, they are called thematic maps. They are theme-based maps. When many maps, such as those described earlier, are put together in the form of a book, it is called an atlas. It can have political, physical, and thematic maps in it. Atlas is easy to carry around when compared to a globe. We can study an atlas based on the legend or the key given along the side of the maps. While interpreting or knowing how to read a map, it is not that you just watch the colors and you are just seeing the map, and to study, to read how to read a map, to know what information does this map give. To know that, you have to know certain things. You have to know about the map key. Map key is like, it includes colors, symbols, scales, direction. In map key you will see, whenever you will see a map, it is very colorful. Now only I just showed you ahead in this video that yellow color is desert region, green, deep green color is forest region, the blue color is seas and oceans. So colors play an important vital role in reading the map. Symbols. Symbols is, you cannot draw the actual picture of a mosque or of a place of worship on the map. So you have to depict it by a symbol. Let me show you symbol. Symbols means to represent the actual thing which is present in that area by giving a symbol. Now all of you see the board. Suppose there is a river. So you cannot actually paste a river, or actually you cannot draw a river in the map. So it is represent like this. This is a river. Suppose there is a temple in the area. In the map if you will see there is a temple. So instead of just pasting the actual picture of the temple, you can see that a symbol of temple is like this. A symbol of church is like this. A cross is there above. This is the symbol of church. This is the symbol of railway line. And if trees are there, suppose there is a small forest area in the region, so it is represented by trees. So there are numerous symbols to represent the region, the things that are found in the region, and it is known as symbols. There is a scale on the map. So what is the purpose of this scale? Suppose from point A, Bhawanipatna, to point B, this is Bhawanipatna, this is Kesinga. Let us assume that it is 35 kilometers. 35 kilometers. We cannot use a 35 kilometer long paper to show in the map that this is from Bhawanipatna to Kesinga. Instead, we can take a small representation of this length. So suppose every 10 kilometers, suppose this is 10 and this is 5. For every 10 kilometer, if we assume 1 cm, then this is 1 cm, this is 1 cm, and this is 0.5 cm. So we need to draw just 3.5 cm of scale in the map, and we can show the distance from Bhawanipatna to Kesinga. This is known as the scale. It is the ratio which shows the actual place and the representation on the map. On every map there is direction. You must have seen a direction is mentioned, like a rose compass is there, very beautifully a star type of rose compass is there. Suppose it represents the direction. This is north, south, east, west. And there are some directions which you will learn in your higher classes. In grade 4, you need not to know about so much of this one. It is northeast, it is southeast, it is southwest, and this is northwest. So this is direction, and according to this compass we can read the map easily.
Earth are far apart. Maps help to show the large surface of the Earth on a small sheet of paper. But how do maps show the exact distance between places? Well, they use a scale which shows us how much land area is shown with the help of a given measurement. Some maps have a large scale where, for example, 100 kilometers on the ground can be shown in 1 centimeter. Other maps have a small scale where 1000 kilometers could be shown in 1 centimeter. Large-scale maps show us less land area, but we can see more information. For example, places within a city and a detailed road map. On the other hand, small-scale maps, such as a map of India, show us more land area but less details. For example, we can see cities, national highways, and other details. This map shows the states of India.
The signs and symbols on maps confusing you as much as they are confusing Rahul? Let's try to understand what these symbols on maps are for. This is a map of India showing the international boundary of the country, its state boundaries, the national capital, and the state capitals. Did you notice how the international boundary separating India and Pakistan is marked differently from the state boundary separating Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh? Similarly, the national capital is marked in a different way from the state capitals. These different symbols can be understood by looking at the key or the index shown in the corner of the map. For instance, we know that this is an international boundary because the symbol shown on the key matches the line drawn on the map. On the other hand, we know that this is a state boundary because it matches the symbol in the key. Thus, the key or index on the map provides information about the symbols used on a map. It is also called the legend. Symbols on maps give important details of an area in a small space. For instance, some of the symbols on this map show the location of a few towns of India. Some of the other symbols on the map give details about the location of important landmarks, such as temples, wells, rivers, and roads in this particular area of India. These symbols convey details about real objects in a simple form. For instance, this symbol tells us that there is a temple in Ramnagar. Actually, the real temple in Ramnagar looks like this. But since it would not be possible to show the real picture of the temple on the map, a simple symbol for a temple is shown on the map. Similarly, the colors on the map also give information about an area. For example, the blue lines on the map indicate that there is water in this area. The green color indicates that there is a green vegetation cover in this area. Rahul, are you still studying the elements of the maps? What's taking you so long? we have all come to help you. With our help, you will master this topic very quickly.
No, go away. You all always scare me.
No, my friend, don't be scared of us. We will teach you everything you need to know about the elements of a map. I am titled Meet My Friends. This is direction, scale, legend, and grid. I am the title of a map. I tell you the map's type. A map could be a weather map, a political map, a physical map, a topographic map, or some other kind of map. For example, this map is a political map of India.
A. I am the grid system. I help you find the exact locations of places on a map with my set of lines. These are latitudes. They are imaginary lines which run from east to west. These are longitudes. They are imaginary lines that run from north to south.
Oh, great. This seems to be quite simple.
Hi, I am direction. I tell you which way you should go to locate a place. I am shown as a northward pointing arrow on the map. On a map, the north is always shown upwards. This helps us understand where the other directions are.
Hey, and scale. I have to do serious calculations, To show the entire Earth or big areas of the Earth on the map, I have to reduce the size. So, I'll show you the relationship between the distance of any two places on the map and the actual distances on the ground. See this. For example, the distance between these two places on the ground is 100 kilometers. But on the map, I can show it in 1 centimeter.
Hi there! I am Legend. I explain the symbols used on a map. This is how we represent some symbols, such as an international boundary, a state boundary, the capital of a country, and the capital of a state. On some kind of maps, I also tell you the color codes used on the map.
Oh wow, now I understand. Thank you guys for coming to my rescue. You are title, direction, scale. You are the grid system. You are made up of latitudes and longitudes, and you, my friend.
Direction. This is always given on every map to show the direction of geographical north or seen on a globe. This helps us to locate places on the map. Today I am going to tell you about map pointing. It is a very interesting thing to know. So please watch this video carefully. It is very interesting. This is our globe. These are known as longitude, which is long from North Pole to South Pole, which runs is known as longitude. I had taught you this in your earlier chapter. So this is 0-degree longitude. Suppose this is the Earth is divided into 360 longitudes. 360 times. Just to imagine from the North Pole, if you are looking, this is the North Pole. And from the top, suppose we are on the Earth. From the sky, if you are watching, this is the North Pole. And the Earth totally is divided into 360 degree. This is 180 degree, and totally, like in a geometry, when you are learning that a circle consists of 360 degree, just the same, it is 360 degree. And the Earth is also divided into 360 degrees. So let us see the longitudes which are to the east of the 0-degree. This is known as primary meridian, I told you. which lies to the east of the prime meridian is mentioned as east. Suppose this is 30 degree, because this is a small board, I cannot make totally 360 degrees on the board. So let us consider this is 30 degree, this is 60 degree east, this is 90 degree east, and further it is divided up to, it will come up to 180 degree east. Now the longitudes which are to the west of the prime meridian, they are known as the western longitude. Like this is, suppose you just imagine this is 30 degree or 60 degree west longitude, this is 90 degree west, this is 120 degree, like this 360 longitudes are there, and the longitudes which are to the west of the prime meridian is known as the western longitude, the eastern longitude. The longitude which are to the east of the prime meridian is called eastern longitude. The longitude which are to the west of the prime meridian are known as western longitude. Now next, this is equator, 0 degree. Equator, I have taught you. Now this above the equator, above it is divided into 90 spheres, just as if you are slicing an orange. Just think that it is divided 90 degree up, 90 degree down. Suppose this is just to imagine that this is 10 degree north, this is 20 degree north, this is 30 degree north, and so on. And if we will come down of this equator, if we will come down of this equator, the same, it is also the same. It is 10 degree south, 20 degree south. In higher classes when you will learn, you have to represent this in plus and you have to represent this in minus. That is for your 8th, 9th classes and all. For the 4th grade, you just remember that this is like this. The latitudes, this is latitude I have taught you. The main latitude which runs through the middle of the earth is 0 degree or known as equator. This is equator. And the latitudes which lie to the north of the equator are represented by N, degree north, which lies to the south towards the south. Now, if we want to, how to locate a place, we are learning how to locate a place. Suppose, let us find that we have a place is given. Suppose the place name, this is the globe. In the globe, we can see the equator, and it is not that clearly visible because it is a small representation, and the letters and the numerals also are not that visible. So as we see, it is divided into latitudes and all. So if there is a location of place, suppose let us go to Saudi Arabia. So we have to, as per the coordinates, we have to go upwards towards the equator, and then as per the latitude, we have to come to the latitudinal address of that, and then we can find that Saudi Arabia is here. So to find a place, we have to move either upward or downward latitude wise, and eastward or westward prime meridian wise. Then we can locate a place. I hope you have understood this.